Arsenal 6, West Ham nil, or should I say West Ham nil, Arsenal 6. Now, I was really happy with that performance because I was worried that whether we're going to follow up the Liverpool performance last week with something with more or less the same, but it was even better than the Liverpool performance, to be honest. And it was an emphatic victory, and I feel like we made a massive statement, man. It was a brilliant performance. We completely killed them before half time. I think there was like a 10 or 15 minute period where the game just completely went from them because remember, Saliba didn't score until the 31st minute. And so I think it was like a 15 minute period between the first and the third goal. Well, first and fourth goal, actually. Because Trossard scored right before half time. And we just, I mean, to be fair, I thought like we started very strongly. I actually think West Ham didn't start very bad. But it's just the relentless pressure of Arsenal, the constant pressing, the movement of the ball, the movement of the attacking plays, the clinical. Oh, we were so clinical today. Yeah, and I just think we just kind of beat West Ham into submission, man. I mean, the fans, half the stadium went home at half time. I don't know if you've seen the image of all their fans just like leaving in droves. I think it was before the halftime whistle as well. I mean, there is no better sight to see when you've beaten a team and their fans are leaving at half time. It's brilliant. I love singing "Is There a Fire Drill" when I'm at games and that happens, man. But anyway, yeah, we start off the scoring with a Saliba header from a Declan Rice corner. We followed it up with Saka penalty. Saka could have had a few goals today, man. He should have had a hat trick by half time. Because before he scored the penalty, he actually missed two chances he should have scored. But yeah, he was brilliant. He was brilliant today. So if Saka scored a penalty, Gabriel scored another. I mean, how many goals is that now, man? He's outscoring certain people's £100 million signings who are attackers. But that's another story for another day. Yeah, Gabriel makes it free. Another bullet header. He's actually having a discussion with Declan Rice before the free kick, and he obviously said put it in the area where he was, and then bam, there you go, near post header, right in the net. He's a beast from set pieces. Arsenal from set pieces are brilliant, man. I think a lot of teams haven't figured out. Well, I think every team hasn't yet figured out how to stop Arsenal from scoring from so many set pieces. I think one of the reasons for that is because I think we have a big, strong presence in the box when we're at an attack, when we're doing an attacking set piece, and also we're quite good at defending set pieces for the same reason. But yeah, we've got monsters in that team if you think about it, man. And also, there's a lot that goes into it. We do a lot of like. We have a set piece coach. That's I think his name is Nicolas Javert or something like that. Yeah, and there's a lot of drills we do with set piece training, and we do work a lot on the area. You can see, and hence why we're the highest set piece scorers in the league. Trossard makes it 4 just before half time. He were a fantastic finish. I actually think he's the best finisher at the club. To be honest, he is. Because it's like as soon as he took the ball out of his feet, I mean, it was a good move. It was a good move before the Trossard strike. There's some 1-2s going on. Like he was actually involved in a lot of the build up play. Yeah, and he just put it top bins, man. It's like as soon as the ball left his foot, I knew he was going to score. Yeah, he just won the play. It's clinical. Saka makes it 5 shortly after half time. Again, Saka doing his trademark cutting in from the left, and yeah, just slotting it in really. He's been back. I think he's back to his best, man. We're back to seeing the Saka that we're used to seeing. And there was a point. Oh, Ivory Coast just equalised. Sorry, I'm watching the AFCON final. Yeah, so yeah, I think Saka's back to his best now, man. I think he had a bit of a dip at the start. Well, I think it wasn't really much of a dip. I think people was really like over exaggerating how much of a dip it was. I don't think he's ever been that off form, but even when he was supposedly not off form, he was still bagging goals and assists. I mean, what's that now? Is that 10 Premier League goals he's got now? I think he's got 10 assists as well. I think he's got 12 in all competitions as well. 10 with 10 assists. Oh no, actually, I might have got it wrong. I'll look up the stats a bit later, but I think he's got 12. I think he's got... Yeah, I'll look at the stats later. All I know, he's got 10 Premier League goals and he's got 10 assists as well. And Actually, I'm not sure about the assists. I've got to check the assists, but my stats are all wrong. But I know he's got 10 Premier League goals, and I know he's in double digits for assists. I don't know if it's 10 or 12 assists he's got, but I know he's in double digits for both for like the third season running. Like so, but the guy is he's just incredible, man. Scored 51 goals and have 49 assists by 22 years old. I mean, he's well on his way to becoming a legend, man. He really is. And yeah, he just keeps getting stronger and stronger, man. And like I said earlier on, he's just, even when he's not playing too well, he's still racking up the goals and assists. And I think that's just absolutely crucial for a player like for us to have a player like that. Yeah, and then obviously to cap off everything, Declan Rice scores an absolute screamer from 35 yards. Oh boy, I mean, like, it was poetic, innit? I mean, the West Ham fans were giving him stick. I feel like they've been quite disrespectful to him as a football player. After everything he's done for the club, he's won them their first trophy in like, what, 40 plus years. And then he moves on to bigger and better things. An obvious move for Declan Rice if he wants to go on and achieve, or even try and achieve the things a player of his quality should be achieving. He joined Arsenal and West Ham fans didn't like it. Not really too sure why West Ham fans didn't like it, because it's like, yeah, we're local rivals, but that's where our rivalry stops. I mean, West Ham is not really a fixture any Arsenal fan really looks out for at the start of the season. So our rivalry is only local. It's not like we're competing on the pitch for anything, really. And today just shows like there's always been and it always will be that level of golfing class between the two clubs and the two teams. I mean, today's results showed that there's no rivalry there. There was no sideways move for Declan Rice. West Ham fans should really look at that and think he's moved on to bigger and better things. I mean, it's fairly obvious. I mean, he wasn't. There's a massive difference between playing for West Ham and then playing for Arsenal, but West Ham fans didn't prior to today. I would think West Ham fans didn't believe that. I would like to think that they know that now, but I think they're of a mindset that for some reason Arsenal's not a step up from West Ham, and that's complete. And like I said, today just showed you everything, didn't it? Like, this is the gap. This is where you are. This is where we are. This is what we can do to you when we turn up and when we play well. It's as simple as that. There will never be a scenario where West Ham would ever beat Arsenal 6-0 at the Emirates. It just doesn't happen. It's just the food chain. Like, we're above you on the food chain. Whatever player you have that's doing well and is craving and has ambition, is craving success, more often than not, they're gonna move to a club like Arsenal. Like, forget local rivalry, because there is no rivalry between Arsenal and West Ham. The only rivalry is the fact that you're a couple miles down the road, and that's where it stops. So, in my opinion, West Ham fans should not feel any way about Declan Rice moving to Arsenal. They shouldn't feel any way. I mean, come on, man. Like, he grabbed the sixth goal, and it was poetic, really. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it was just the perfect way to cap off a battering and humiliation of his former team, whose fans have disrespected him quite often in these past few games we played him. And the fact that it was a screamer as well was just, it was icing on the cake. But yeah, we moved, man. 6-0. Very happy, man. Very, very happy, man. I'm glad we made a statement like that. I thought we'd win today. I did think like 3-0. But I never thought it would have been 6. Because West Ham away is it's not an easy place to go to. I think they haven't lost it all year so far, but hey, that's over now. Yeah, so that was just a brief little review of my thoughts and feelings. Like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you in a bit.